Amber is a new, wonderful clinical tracking system made exclusively for RTs. Let's take it out for a spin and see what Amber is all about. First, we'll log in as an instructor of an RT program. A couple of clicks later, we're at the main Amber dashboard for instructors. You'll notice that all the key parts of Amber you'll need are right here. You'll of course spend time making and modifying the clinical schedule, managing student time clock punches, and checking the progress your students are making toward getting their competencies signed off by preceptors. From this dashboard, you can also access evaluations, manage your clinical sites and areas, as well as a few other important things. We'll go more deeply into some of these in just a moment, but first notice these three little dots here. This button accesses other routine functions you may need from time to time. Let's take a quick peek. From this menu, you can control user access, manage approvers or preceptors, and view or manipulate your competency library, which includes using a spectacular tool that walks you through creating your own custom competencies. Also here you can examine daily logs, send group messages, and, well, take a closer look at the progress your students are making by going into the report section. But for now, let's return back to the main dashboard and dive a little deeper into some things we can do from there. Going into the scheduling area, you can see the list of your current clinical assignments. They are organized by student, although you can reorganize the view by date or by clinical site. From here, you can explore the details of any specific assignment. Location, map, as well as parking and security notes can be examined. It is also from here that you can schedule clinical shifts, either by clinical site or by student. Scheduling involves selecting a clinical site, an area, and then, of course, a date and time. It's fast and easy. The time card is also an interesting place. Not only can instructors edit time punches, they can also drill down and see exactly where a student was when they clocked in compared to the specified clock in zone. Notice that the instructor gets warned if a student punched in outside the zone. From the competency section, we see a quick list of recent competency sign-offs. With a quick glance, we can see if the competency attempt was successful or if a preceptor felt that the student should practice a bit more and, well, try again. Don't forget that instructors can manage the library of competencies, including customizing them, but that is done in another area. Evaluations are certainly something in which your program will be heavily engaged. It is from this area that you can examine evaluation results, send invitations to preceptors and others requesting that they evaluate your students. All evaluations required by co-arc are included here. This next area, most instructors love. Amber treats lab competencies differently than clinical competencies. So you can enter the lab section to manage competencies related to your RT lab. You can even sign off on competencies as a group all at once. In addition to managing students from the dashboard, instructors can add, modify, and, well, generally manage everything about your clinical sites. It's in the clinical site area that you provide details, including the specified clock and radius that you may wish to specify for your group. Make it a tightly controlled requirement or merely set it to warn you if students are clocking in outside the zone, or the feature can be turned off completely. You choose. It's your system. Now that we've poked around the main dashboard, let's delve a bit more into the sub-dashboard. Remember? That's the one accessed by clicking those three little dots. Most of what's on the sub-dashboard is generally obvious, but we'll peer into a few of these and see what's possible. In the Approvers section, we can view any and all licensed RTs that have done any skill sign-offs on our students. We can see if a preceptor is registered or unregistered. You can also see those that you've invited to register and are still awaiting their response. You can add and modify preceptors and approvers here. If you choose to invite a new approver, you need only to provide a name and an email, and presto, the invitation is sent. They do the rest. Although we won't delve deeply into everything here, you can examine your students' daily logs, including their notes and records on procedures observed and performed, as well as any physician interactions they've documented. From the competency library, you can explore your entire list of competencies, including those that have natively come with the system, as well as those you've created or customized. Take a closer look at a competency. Decide if you want to add or modify procedural steps, and generally align the skill checkoff lists with your program and to the specific needs of your students. Need an entirely different competency? It's here that you'll create one from scratch or modify a new one from one of our provided competency templates. The reports section is also an area that you'll want to check out. Not only can you see individual student progress, including total clinical hours, you can also drill down on specific students and examine their procedure count, completed and yet to be completed competencies, as well as the type of exposure they've had to an array of clinical care areas and specific patient age groups. As an RT instructor, you are going to love using Amber. It's the premier, long-awaited, quintessential clinical tracking system you've been waiting for. And we're not new on the block. Amber is made by the same great developers of Lindsay Jones University. Do you want to know more? Request a private tour by Zoom. Let us know and we'll be right there for you. Amber is the way to go.